You know, I think I could. I could hear a siren outside. Is that an ambulance? I think so. I forget what the difference in sound between a police siren and an ambulance siren is. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this server known as Obsidian Craft. I decided to do some more stuff on my own because it would be a bit more of the same, but the escape key on my keyboard was stuck because there was a cord underneath it. But I found another fortress, so I decided to record for this bit. Well, actually, more accurately, it's evening now, and that was morning, so I stopped recording and just logged off here until I was ready to record. So I am now. Let us continue where we left off. I don't remember whether or not my first indication that there was a fortress here was me getting attacked by a blaze, or just me seeing the fortress and then getting attacked by a blaze. But here's hoping that we've got Nether Wart here. All I've really done so far is walk along some of the outside bridges, get attacked by wither skeletons, 2 of them, and some blazes, so I've got some blaze powder and coal from that. And then there's, of course, been regular skeletons before I found the fortress. This fortress is actually decently close to the nether spawn area. Anyway, I'll take away these walls now. Added them so I'd have time to monologue my intro at the beginning of the video. And also because with this current computer, it usually lags a bunch when I first log in. So it's always nice to have a safe spot. I know that's a magma cube, but it looked like there was like a weird face in the magma cube that wasn't its actual face, but when it was diagonal, like it kind of looks like there's a face, it's 2 eyes. It's kind of dark and creepy. Anyway, I believe this is where the... Oh yeah, here we are. Oh. Oh, did they change the sound effect for these bricks? Sounds a little bit different. Yeah, it's a bit different than stone now. For some reason, I forgot this spawner was going to actually spawn anything. I'm noticing ever so slightly that there's a bit more lag than usual. Comes of having a 4-year-old computer. Oh well. Oh, we've got 2 spawners. Oh man, I can hardly hear myself. It's lucky I'm OP. I don't think I'd be able to handle myself properly with this much lag. Too bad, but... Oh well, it's fine. Wow, there's a lot of blazes around here. A lot of fire to deal with, too. Man, they're out of control. Keep an eye on my health there. This is somewhere where my knockback is kind of going against me here. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go explore into the fortress. And actually look for Nether Wart. Ooh. I think this is the first occurrence of one of these biomes I've seen in this new nether so far. So that's nice. Ooh. Oh. Well, we could still maybe mine into here a bit. Get underneath. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Everyone, you may buy these off of me. Okay, sure. You may buy Nether Wart off of me for 10 diamonds. Kidding. Maybe that'd be worth it too, though. What's with this pathfinding fail? What's with this pathfinding fail? Are you too tall to get through there or something? not like these guys are dropping any food I can use. I mean, I can grab the gold. I guess I'll grab that. Wow, why did... that's weird. Wonder why that hit didn't take for some reason. Oh, it takes up. Alright, let's grab the Nether Wart and get out of here. And I can finally make fire resistance potions. Not that familiar with Nether Wart farms, unfortunately. I feel like I should preemptively apologize to my editor for giving him such weak commentary to work with. Ooh. It's been so long since I've explored another fortress. Not since, like, 1.8 or something, I think. Oh, and this brings us back to where we were before, so there was, like, a second entrance or whatever. Okay, interesting. Wait a minute! That means... Wait a minute. So, are you telling me that I was ignoring this little entrance? Oh, wait, there's even more. So basically I was ignoring this pathway into it without having to go downstairs or anything. Or, no, wait a minute. No, I never went upwards. So this must be straight up at a different level, maybe? Because I never, because I went down and I never came back up, right? Or am I just completely wrong about that? Here. Yeah, so this, I think, is actually probably a new area then. Based off of that, unless I made a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't be running around. I probably should have brought more food. Oh well, I guess we're okay. Alright, let's see our haul. Do we have a chest we can put it in? There we go. Diamond, crossbow, 50 gold, 2 nether quartz, a hoglin's head, the crafting table I brought with me. Stack of nether quartz, iron horse armor, 8 sticks, crossbow, nether quartz, a random gold enchanted sword that we can disenchant later. Same with the chest plate. 64 bones, which could be pretty useful for the white dye, an arrow, the sound of a skeleton in the background, 10 leather, some nether, I could get more if I wanted, 64 nether quartz, an extra magma cream, just as a bonus, 6 gold nuggets, 33 coal, another piglin's head, blaze rod, 48 of them, diamond armor, 5 iron nuggets, golden horse armor, 3 wither skeleton skulls, and 25 nether wart, the pièce de résistance. Excellent haul today, guys. How long has this video been? Can I end the video now? Oh, wait. No, I haven't been here long enough. Okay, let's find something to do. Well, I believe we should get the fire resistance potions going and a bit of a nether wart farm going, but I'm not really sure where to put that. I could see if I can put it somewhere temporary, I guess, because I still kind of want it working. Even before I can have it set up in my base above, because it's still gonna be a while before I have my base in the sky ready to go. So I'm gonna see if nether wart can go on both kinds of soul sand or just the one. Also, I double the amount of time you get to press that button because I was sometimes missing it and I had to rush to do it. Now it's like perfect because I don't have to worry about it. It also helps that right now, because of all the frame rate drops I'm getting, that's also helpful. Alright, I'm thinking I could just put it randomly here. Because there's a spot for it. And it's not like just randomly out the open. I don't really want to make it public because I had to get that stuff and I feel like I should have the ability to sell it. Like, sell the starter patch. Because once you sell nether wart to someone, they're not going to buy more. Unless they like really need more. So I'm going to start like this and see what we can do. Okay, so these work. How about this? No? No? Okay, the answer is no. Voila. Nether wart. Alright, next we need a brewing stand. I don't think I've crafted one, so... how do you craft one again? I bet it's not even in my crafting recipes. Oh, it is. Oh, is that it? Well, Nether Wart and Blaze Rods just go hand in hand for the same project. It's awesome. Oh, and would you look at that? I just happen to have cobble in my inventory. So satisfying. Alright, we've got a brewing stand. Just hopefully it doesn't set the bookshelves on fire. I'm kidding. Alright, so we've got blaze rods. We can turn to blaze powder. I should probably... And I know we need magma cream for fire resistance potion. I'll grab some more of that. What else do we need? Do we even need anything else? What am I thinking of? I wasn't thinking of potion bottles, although we do need those. And as a matter of fact... Here, I'll just go to sleep. Real quick. I don't know how long it's been since I've slept, so we might have some phantoms. It also might get rid of the rain, maybe? Yes! That's much more like it. Also, the sound was driving me nuts. I should probably turn down the volume on my end just a little bit. Works out very nicely. All my recent efforts are just happen to coincide with all the ingredients I just happen to need for this. It's great. I just smelted a bunch of glass. So we've got awkward potion. And then we want a magma cream. Cool. So, in order to make them last no longer, we need redstone. And we're actually kind of low on redstone. To the point where, wink wink, I'd be willing to buy some redstone off another Obsidian crafter, if anyone is, wink wink, interested. Especially since I got a hold of some fire resistance potions now. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. Okay. I think I'll stop here and then I'll be back tomorrow and I'll keep going within this same episode. Because I haven't been recording super long just yet. Guys, I think I've made a little bit of an oopsie. I'm not sure how much you were able to tell in the previous clip, depending on how good the final quality was able to be with sound. Just sometimes it doesn't work out very well. But for some reason, the previous little bit of this video, the game sound was really, really low for some reason. That wasn't really being reflected on the audio levels over here in OBS. So even though the audio levels looked good, for some reason the game sound was actually way lower than it was supposed to be when it actually got spit out of the program. So, not sure how salvageable the game sound is on the previous clip. I've done some adjustments and hopefully it's better. There is actually no game sound right now, so I wouldn't strain your ears at the moment. Here, I'll do a little bit of walking for you in case you're curious. But hopefully that's salvageable. But if not, I'll continue to I'll try to figure that out. So now that I've done a bunch of nether adventuring since the last bit of the video, I did a bit more nether adventuring and actually discovered that there was literally another fortress right next to, I believe it was like right next to the spawn. Or, sorry, not the spawn, but where the nether portal actually comes out. There's a nether fortress literally right there. So that fortress I found, I was so proud of myself for finding Nether Wart and all that. No, there's actually a fortress so close that if I just had my render distance high enough, I probably would have seen it. Yeah, I think that's it right there. Yeah. So if I'd only had my render distance up higher, I would have been able to have seen that there's another fortress literally right there. Wow. That's a bit of a fail. You can see that column right... Well, you can't see when I look at it, but it's right there. Now you can see it. Then there's some netherrack there. That was me pillaring up a bit to try and get out of there. I was taking my new fire resistance potions for a spin. But anyway, I'll probably loot that later unless someone else gets to it. But today, 2 days later, kind of intended it for it to be the next day, but now it's 2 days later. I've decided now that we're gonna go ahead and get the storage system up and running. Not the sorting system just yet, but a system where I can basically just drop items into this chest, and then it goes off into a bunch of chests here. Later on, I'll have a system for item sorting up in the sky base, and then there'll be kind of 2 different areas where items can be stored, depending on whatever I feel like. Maybe I'll have the sorting system here. I'm not quite sure, actually. Might mess around with that a little bit later. But for now, I just basically want a system where I could just stuff items or drop items off here, and then it gets put into chests, and then I don't have to deal with this anymore. And trying to figure out where on earth I can find a spot to put items. So I think I want these hoppers and chests to kind of get out of the way of this redstone down here, or over here. So I'm going to get these chests and hoppers go down just a little bit further before we actually get to the point where it actually starts loading up a minecart. We also want to give it the ability to store a decent amount of items without the minecart actually having to have taken a shipment yet. So if I want to drop off a whole bunch of items, maybe I dropped a little bit off at a time because the top chest is small, but then I come back, but it's still able to, like, deliver on getting the items out of there up to a certain point. So at the bottom here, I would actually need the stuff to make this in order to do this. Give me just a second. So my idea here is, because a loading system for a minecart is often kind of complicated, my idea here is that we have a single chest here that will take all the items from above or whatever, and however much is able to fit in a single chest or a chest minecart, that's how many items will end up being in here. So when a chest minecart arrives, the system will be like, okay, lock this hopper, don't add any more items to this chest, and then it'll be like, okay, take all the items that's in here, put it in the chest. When this thing is empty, shoot it off. The reason I need to be kind of particular about that is, say if I did have like a double chest or I didn't care, and I was just, say this was the chest minecart right here, and this is all filtering into there, I would have to be able to detect when it's done. So one way to detect it's done is if we're out of items to give. So if this is the chest minecart right here, and then this guy or whoever is completely empty, then we'd be like, okay, it's done, and then we can shoot the minecart off. But if we have too many items to give, and more than it fits into here, which is very likely the case, then that's not going to work. So we need to be able to detect from the minecart itself, oh, no, Harry, how full are you? But that doesn't fully work, because I could end up filling the chest like this. It's not going to do this, but it's a good example. This amount, filling up the chest like this would mean that it's technically done being filled, unless there's cobblestone being put in, and that's another little awkward detail hiccup to think about. But it's technically full, but the comparator output isn't going to be as strong, and it's not like it's going to change from a specific output to another. I've tested this. It doesn't like the signal strength. First of all, the signal strength is going to be the same whether or not we have this or this, so I'm not going to be able to tell. And secondly, the signal strength that this is, I think, is like so small that it's not really feasible to do it that way. Here, it might... Oh, did I take out all of my staircase? Oh, that was dumb of me. Give me 2 seconds. This will be a little bit of a learning experience for me. There are a few things I need to test with detector rails, because I know detector rails are necessary to be able to get a comparator output from it. But I want to verify whether or not it's necessary for me to detect that it's there at all, because I don't need detailed information on what's inside the chest minecart. I just need to know whether or not the chest minecart is there or not. So do I need a detector rail to do that? I'm assuming the answer is yes, but I'm going to test that anyway, because if the answer is no, that makes this way easier. Let me think here. So we're going to test this out. So let's assume it's, I don't know, something like that. cobblestone. Like that. Something vaguely like that. Get a chest minecart. There we go. Put that on there. Is there any way for me to detect that that's there? I would assume not, right? Let me do this. So I haven't really worked with this stuff very much. Okay, yeah, so that just basically gives an output when that happens. Oh. That's funny. Yeah, and then that doesn't. Okay, yeah. So we would need a detector rail regardless then. All right, let's see. Okay. So, is that useful to me? I guess it is. Well, actually not really, because I don't really have any way to send it off after the fact. It needs to be on a powered rail. So I guess the other design is probably fine, because while we don't get a signal while it's there, so we don't get an indication of whether it's there or not. We get an indication of when it arrives. So that's certainly a start, I guess. Is there a way for me to get a constant signal telling me whether or not a cart is there or not, but then also have the ability to send it off when we're done? So, something like that. Almost. Okay, so in this case, it needs to be faster. Whoa, that was loud. Okay, so it needs to be faster, which means we would theoretically want less of this track. So which means... Not sure if this is really going to do it for me, honestly. Wow, that was too fast. Oof, man. Alright, if it's really that finicky, we probably shouldn't use that as a method of doing it. I think maybe it's best if we go back to the other method. I'm not quite sure how they all work, so I'm figuring it out myself. But I think if we make it fast enough, it gets to here and then a little bit further. And then essentially we would make it however fast the minecart is coming in, we speed it up to max speed, and then let it slow down however much we need it to before it arrives here, and then it'll be the exact speed we need it to for it to go onto this and high enough onto this thing. And then the question would remain whether or not the hopper actually would go into it or not. So that's what we're going to try. Also, I think if we're going to do it like that, I think we should just take out this whole floor. Oh, is it? Oh, hi there. We got a nice low battery warning again. I'll get that fixed eventually. So, theoretically, this will be faster. Oh, whoa. What kind of behavior was that? Wait, what? wait a second. Wait a second. what the... That's better. Also, that does bring it. Oh, I can hear those footsteps outside, and I keep thinking a creeper. Although I guess that could be an Enderman. Now that I've heard the Enderman sound, I guess it could be an Enderman. Let's try that again. But it's setting me on edge after all the creeper crap from before. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Oh. Well, okay, fine, fair enough. I hadn't even thought about that. Okay. That case, I think we're just gonna have to throw... Yeah, we'll have to throw that out based off of that design. Which, I mean, is nice in a sense. Actually, it feels nice to me because that means that I know for sure that, how to go about this, or more for sure anyway, because the fact that it happens like that, I need the powered rail to remain off when it arrives, which means I straight up cannot have a detector rail next to the powered rail unless the minecart is completely on the powered rail, not on the detector rail at all, which would then kind of depend on the speed again. So, based off of that, my design is going to be something like this, I think. And I think that's just what we're going to have to roll with. And then when this gets, and the nice thing about this setup also is that we'll know for sure that we'll get this will get powered and then get turned off when it arrives, and then it'll get powered again and get powered off when it leaves. It's not like going to remain on while it's there. We know we know for sure what's going to happen with that. Oh, that spider. I bet it's in my house. It's so in my house right now, isn't it? I heard that fall damage, and it's so loud in my ears. It's so in my house right now. Or not. Or not. It's not in my house then. Fine. Okay. But I think, I think, guys, I'll leave the video here for now. This is a pretty good ending point. I've got, like, the basic design for a loading point done. Hopefully I don't have to scrap it all. But I hope you were able to make it through all the lag and audio issues. And special thanks to my editor for having to deal with all that. So thank you, everyone, so much for watching. And we'll see how this goes. See you later.